Hello everyone! In this video, I want to be showing you how to build the perfect cozy starter house in Granite. Now this base has all the essentials you'll need for your early adventures, plus plenty of space to customize and expand. We'll be covering how to build the entire base itself, and then I will show you some cool tricks for interior decorating. I will put the list of materials needed to build everything on the screen now, and it will be broken into two categories. The first list will be the items needed to build the actual structure of the base, and the second list will be the items needed for the furniture and the craftable items. Alright, so now when it comes to building the base, you're going to go through and you're going to place a flat grass wall. I prefer these sturdy walls versus the regular grass walls, as they're all even at the top and I don't have to worry about them lining up. And now once we've placed the flat wall, we're going to be using the curved wall. And basically once you've done that, you're going to go through and want to continue this trend or this circle all the way around until you can complete the circle. And then once you've gone through and done that, you'll have a full circle and you'll have 8 different sides technically. And this is what it will look like here. Now, in the middle piece here, what we're going to do is you're going to want to build a set of stairs. This will be your entrance into the house. And once you do that, you're going to walk up to the middle here, and you're going to need to be placing down the flat ceiling tiles. Now, I'm placing 5 here in the video, but the third one, this one here, you do not actually need to place, as we will be removing that in just a moment to put some stairs. And then you're going to go through and look for this corner covered floor with grass here, and place one of these down in each corner until all 4 have been placed, essentially completing the floor for yourself. Now, once you've done that, you're going to go through, and like I mentioned, we're going to remove the ceiling, and we're going to go through and add a set of stairs so you have access to the lower portion of this house. Now, I just prefer the basic stairs versus the spiral ones, and we will throw that down here. Now, in the top section here, we're actually going to go through and fill in the walls. We're going to mirror the exact same layout below, and it basically should be 2 layers looking exactly the same here. Now, technically, any of these walls you can go through and swap out for window variants. So if you want to add some extra textures or details to the outside or the inside just with having a window variant, you can. Just know that for every window you use, you'll need one less stem, you'll need one more stem and one less plank. Now for the roof here, you're going to go through and place this clover piece here. Basically, you're going to place one of these on each side on the flat walls, where they will all come together and meet in the middle, and that's how you'll know it's been done correctly. You'll have 4 triangles in the corner and 1 square box in the middle. Now in the corners here, there's actually a couple different pieces. We're not going to use the roof corner. We're actually going to use the roof square corner piece, and you're going to go through and place one of these in each corner to go through and fill in the gaps here. And basically, I mentioned it's just 4 of them. It should just take a moment to get it to fit. It should not take too much. You don't have to have snapping on. And then looking at the very top here with the ceiling, you could leave it uncovered if you want. You could also go through and use the dome roof, or you could use the square roof if you like some air, since it doesn't really matter if there is extra space missing. But I prefer the dome roof, and if it's red, just move your camera a bit, and you should go through and be able to place it no problem. Now, coming down to the bottom floor here, I like to have a door, a second door to enter or exit my base. I typically always place it on the opposite side of where the initial door was, just in case something bad happens, or if I was to get attacked, there's 2 different exit or entry points, so I don't feel trapped like I have to go in one or out the other. We also want to go through and place another grass wall down here, just at the edge of the stairs, to ensure that that kind of area is blocked off and looks just a bit cleaner. So now that we've finished the actual structure itself, there will be some minor details we add to the outside, but we're going to go through and start laying down some cosmetic stuff. So first, the roasting spit is going to be placed down here on the bottom, as it makes sense just to have a fire on the actual ground itself and not burning on some grass planks. I also feel that this is a great place to go through and place your workbench, as there's plenty of room down here. It doesn't really seem to be intrusive in any capacity whatsoever. Now go through and place some source of light. I prefer the ones that are on the wall, but of course you can use the ones on the ground as well. And every material that we're using in this build are all items that you have access to early on. So I'm going to go through and place the clover table down here as well, which I think is a great fit. It is slightly slanted because the ground was uneven, but that's okay. And then I placed a nice little storage container. Now this aphid statue is not necessary. I just thought it was a cool little addition to have him hiding underneath the stairwell here. Now on the outside, we placed an original wall here. You will want to go through and replace this with a doorway if you like this specific entrance. If you don't like this entrance and you want to move it to a different side, then feel free to do so now. Now, once we have 2 different doors here, we're going to go through and want to decorate the interior of this design. Why I'm sure there's a lot of different questions in regards to how the cupboards remain. So first, we're going to place our lean-to down, or our bed if you have one. Again, we're using with early game stuff though. And we place this upstairs, as nobody likes to sleep on a cold concrete floor. Now you're going to go through and place this specific piece here in each of these 2 corners. It could be on any side you prefer. And this is how we're going to build the cupboards here. Now we're going to go through and select the actual cupboard item as well, the grass side table. and place this on the inside. Now, if you are struggling to place this, you can actually place these cupboards down before you place this initial half wall here, as sometimes these items like to go at an angle or possibly try and be placed on top of it. So if you're struggling to get these just to fit on the floor, remove the ceiling directly above it, that little half wall, place these down first, and then place that ceiling. And then once you've done that, we're going to go through and fill in the sides with these little quarter walls here. Because it's grass, it has that weird uneven texture to it. So I like to place that near the back of the wall so it looks slightly cleaner, but it also makes it look like it has a sort of a support beam as well. Now on the opposite side here, we're going to go through and use these baskets. You could also go through and just mimic the same side you already did, where you just have a bunch of drawers instead. I think the drawers look significantly cleaner, but it's entirely up to you. I was trying to go for a bit of variety here and give you some options and some ideas to work with. And again, we'll go through and fill this in, and then you have your different storage area there. Now we're going to want to go through and put some light sources on the top here, as it is quite a bit dim up here as well. And then we're going to go through and place a table here with the grass planks and the little red ant legs, and then you need yourself a chair. And just so you know, if you don't know, there is an achievement or a trophy for sitting in a chair, so if you have not done that already, just hop on in that chair and get yourself a nice free little trophy or achievement, depending on how or where you're playing. And that pretty much covers it up here for the top. Now, working your way outside here, we want to decorate these stairs. So we're going to go through and place different grass railings on, just to add a little bit of detail there to it as well. And then we're also going to go through and look for this grass curved outer piece. Now, this is going to be placed on all four of the curved locations, and just go through and fill that in. And now you're going to go through and place the half ceilings, the little planks here, and you're going to fill in the other three sides. The fourth side, of course, will be where your stairs come up. And then you're going to be looking for these awnings here. Now, it's important that you have these grass curved sides and these half planks before you put on the awning, because going beneath this awning is actually going to be where we place our stem and our grass pallets. And if you don't have that extra grass piece there and you just have the awning, the pallets will actually not fit directly below it. And not only is it beneficial, but having those little grass pieces stick out also adds a bit of texture and detail to the build. But it's really unfortunate and a pain when you try and place a pallet down and you're constantly hitting some sort of weird wall and it won't place the way you want it to. So by giving yourself this extra space, you'll alleviate ever having that issue or concern whatsoever. Now, you can also go through and use either the 1 or the 2 post awning. That is entirely your preference. And then in regards to some details here, I like to go through and add a railing directly where the grass connects to the clover awning. That way it breaks it up. It doesn't look as jarring to look at. It just looks a bit more clean. Alright, well that pretty much wraps it up here for the build. If you guys did enjoy the video, then please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you're not already. And if you're looking for some more cool building tips, then I recommend that you check out this video here.